Have you ever caught yourself daydreaming about a better life? Is wishing enough to make your dreams come true? Wishes are powerful, there's no doubt about that. They ignite the fire within us and fuel our imagination. But are they enough to make the life worth living? Are they enough to help you sit among the most extraordinary people? Nah, wishes might be the fuel, but what truly drives the vehicle of your life are your actions, acting in accordance with those wishes. The saying, "If wishes were horses, beggars would ride," is a stark reminder that dreams without action remain just dreams. It's not the desire itself that changes your life. It's the steps you take to make that desire a reality. That's what changes your life. That's what separates achievers from dreamers. Wishing is easy, but the action is the true catalyst for change. It's a human tendency to dwell on wishes and desires without taking concrete actions. It is possibly due to them being not motivated enough to take those difficult steps, or it could be due to them being uneducated on how to take action effectively. In this life-changing video, we're going to provide you the psychology of wishing, the practical steps and strategies to apply to change your journey from merely wishing to taking effective actions, and case studies to prove that by taking these steps, you can start writing your own success story. Let's get started. The tendency for people to believe that they have more control over the things than they really do is known as the illusion of control. It is a mental bias that often leads them to overestimate their ability and chances to succeed. They try to find patterns in the most random events, linking their behaviors to the outcome of those events. For example, in gambling, those with illusion of control think that it's their skills and tricks which lead them to win in gambling, while in reality, most of the times, it's merely based on luck and chance. E.J. Langer's paper, The Illusion of Control, 1975, showed that people act in ways that suggest they hold illusory beliefs in their ability to control the outcome of chance-determined games. This highly cited paper influenced the emerging field of gambling studies and became a building block for cognitive approaches to problem gambling. Langer argued that people experience an illusion of control in situations where their behavior can exert no influence over the outcome. Over the 6 studies, Langer identified 4 factors that could instill this effect by creating what is often described as skill-chance confusion: choice, involvement, competition, and familiarity. Subsequent research on the involvement factor has tended to operationalize it as an instrumental action, such as throwing a ball or dice. Relying solely on wishes can lead to procrastination, inaction, and ultimately disappointment. Because there is no solid plan to take action and practical steps to turn those wishes into reality, when people rely solely on wishes, it leads them to believe in the concept of hoping that things will get better one day, and I will surely be successful one day, without making efforts and devising plans and strategies. This leads to false hopes, and over time, the gap between desires and reality becomes huge. When no effort is made to close down this huge gap, it leads ultimately to the disappointment and regret. This cycle of procrastination, inaction, and ultimately disappointment becomes a vicious cycle, and it repeats over and over until many years pass without any success. The philosophical concepts like Stoicism urge people to focus only on the things which are in their direct control, rather than the things which are not in their direct control, like external circumstances. The things which are in our direct control include actions, decision-making, taking risks, understanding our abilities, and inner self. Stoics advocate that focusing on them provides a blueprint of intentional actions, like setting clear goals and practical steps and strategies to make steady progress and avoid disappointment. Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves. Epictetus. Wishing to be successful is not enough. You must define what success means to you. Defining clear goals is the first step towards the path to achievement. It makes your way easier and clear. It enlightens your pathway and gives you a solid foundation for making a plan to follow. The goals you set should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, of what we call a SMART goals technique. For example, if the goals you set are out of your reach and they seem irrelevant, there's no doubt that you'll struggle making a plan to achieve them in the first place, which will eventually lead to disappointment. Thus, goals must be clearly defined and within your reach. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. After you've clearly defined your goals, the next step is to breaking them down into smaller steps. It is crucial to transform abstract ideas and wishes into practicality. These small steps provide an outline of all the things to be done in an order. It becomes quite easier to implement all of these steps in routine. Working according to the small written steps increases time management, identifies potential challenges, and gives you more time to combat and overcome these challenges. The eventual result? Increased productivity and increased odds of success. Remember that your intelligence and abilities are not 100% inherent traits. Yes, some people are born with extraordinary abilities, but most of them acquire them by hard work, perseverance, and dedication. They do so because they work on themselves and their mindset. They believe in their abilities, they are always eager to learn more, and consistently try to become the better version of themselves. Carol Dweck, a famous psychologist, conducted research on the concept of growth mindset and its applications in real life. Her studies show that people who cultivate growth mindset and are always eager to learn tend to succeed more than those who don't because they don't fear change. They embrace it and use every opportunity as a tool to succeed. Failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. John C. Maxwell. Everyone, no matter how talented, faces challenges and setbacks in life. It's the law of nature. Life isn't easy. Failures are inevitable. But what truly separates the extraordinary from ordinary is the way they view failures. Ordinary people view failures as failures and become pessimistic and stop working towards their goals. However, the extraordinary human beings view failures as stepping stones for improvement. They analyze every mistake, they try to understand why they failed and analyze every factor which lead them to fail. Then they work specifically on those factors and improve themselves to a point that those factors become negligible in their next attempt. And that is the way to success. Remember this: talent alone is never enough. Being talented and naturally gifted is one of the most beautiful gifts of nature. But they alone are not enough. How to use the talent and ability to show up every day, no matter what, are the cornerstones of making your dreams a reality. Those who excel in life understand that biggest of the achievements require utmost dedication. Whether it's advancing in your career, mastering a skill, or building a dream, a strong work ethic ensures you stay on course, even when challenges arise. And what's the driving force behind a strong work ethic? Discipline. It ensures you prioritize your work and dreams over distractions and temporary happiness. When you're disciplined and set your priorities right, your every step builds momentum, which drives you towards your ultimate goal. In the words of Winston Churchill, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Serena Williams was born into a financially struggling family. She wasn't privileged and lived her life in a lower middle-class manner. Her interest in tennis developed in childhood. However, she didn't have financial support to afford a professional coach. She trained on public tennis courts with minimal resources under his father's coaching. From financial barriers and several injuries, her tennis career was full of challenges. She even faced criticism as an African-American woman in a predominantly white sport. However, all this didn't stop her from pursuing her dreams of becoming a tennis legend. Serena's brilliant work ethic, mental toughness, and unparalleled resilience helped her win 23 Grand Slam titles and inspire athletes around the world. She is considered as one of the greatest tennis players of all times. Her story is a perfect reminder that wishes can come true if you are mentally strong and resilient enough to overcome challenges and develop a strong work ethic. Stephen King is known as one of the greatest authors in the history. He is widely known for his horror novels and psychological thrillers. He is also known as the King of Horror. From financial struggles and working multiple jobs to getting rejected by many publishers all around the world, King's journey was not easy. His first novel, Carrie, was rejected by 30 publishers before it was published. None of these challenges stopped her from pursuing his passion. King's persistence and commitment to his work and art of writing made him one of the best-selling authors of all time, with over 350 million copies of his books sold. His story is a perfect reminder that rejections are part of life and wishes can come true only if you have persistence, commitment, and belief in your talent and abilities. Are you waiting for your wishes to turn into reality by leaving everything only on luck? If yes, there's absolutely no way you'll reach there. For your wishes to come true and for your talent to unleash, you need to be practical. You need to implement all the strategies we've discussed, one by one, into your daily life. Everyone wishes, but not everyone succeeds. Be like those who transformed their dreams into their achievements. Be real, be practical. Develop a strong work ethic and a growth mindset. Start taking charge of your life today. What is stopping you from becoming unstoppable? Don't just wish for it, work for it. Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. Michael Jordan.